happy to be here.
So, before we ask some questions, I want to take a little look back memory lane. I still have it, and obviously you still have yours.
Oh my god.
I don't know which way it goes.
It's upside down.
It always is. I can never tell with those.
We'll start over. Okay. Oh my goodness. That was fun.
We redid it in a different way.
Yeah. This is like the other direction.
I think so.
I still kind of really love this though.
Yeah, I love your smile and seeing the mirror. And
yeah.
It's crazy to think like how much more.
This was literally all you had was this bed and that mirror.
And that couch. Which I don't even think the couch was in your photos. I might have sold it already because we were PCSing.
Yeah, I don't think there was a couch in this one.
Maybe this was also Christmas sessions, so, which we don't do Christmas sessions anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know where I would.
Was this the air mattress too?
Mm-hmm.
That bed is so much more comfortable than the air mattress.
And honestly, that one's not even as comfortable anymore.
The vibe is just completely different.
Hey, we
redid that one.
Yes.
I was in my straight hair era.
I love that brown color on you too.
I know. I think I'm trying to go back to it. This was the pole. And you're like, oh, I don't do that anymore. The pole one, where you're like, start here and you like come all the way down.
We ended up with like 30 photos, and I'm like, I want to be intentional about it. So now I kind of
like put it exactly where you want it, not just like pull it down.
Yeah.
That way you make sure you actually get that shot. This one's hot though.
I love it.
That one's like,
hey, you don't see the
sensual.
leaf. We don't see the leaf.
It's covered now. You can't see it anywhere. This last one.
Okay. So I got some questions.
Okay.
So
they have answers.
So it's been 5 years since your last boudoir session. What's changed in life?
So much has changed in life, honestly. Like, we moved from Japan to Missouri. I had a baby.
Thanks to this album.
This album gave me a baby.
A beautiful girl.
Yeah, and she's almost 5.
Oh,
I know. Like my baby is not a baby. She's like a big girl, and she
goes to school.
Yeah, she goes to big kids school, and she loves it. So, yeah.
You have your own career.
Yeah, I got a job. I enlisted, so like, cause I was just I was a spouse for 7 years, and then I enlisted, and I did it like. Now I'm doing it, and I get to.
You made it through boot camp and tech school.
Yeah, and I'm, in my opinion, crushing it at my job. So
I love seeing all your achievements and everything.
Yeah,
I'm clapping from the sidelines.
I'm so grateful for you. The military gave me so many great things, and you are for sure one of the good things that it gave me.
And we get to reconnect at different bases.
Gives me a reason to travel.
Right?
It was worth the drive. Even after, I was working for 12 hours yesterday, and I was like, let me drive 6 hours to go see Ashley.
It's okay. It's worth it. How do you feel walking into today's session compared to your first one? So think back, 2018, both of us fresh postpartum. Because I was only.
Oh my god. Because
it might have been 2019 for you. You were one of my very first clients.
Yeah, because I met you after my second kid was born.
Yeah, and I did
your
newborn.
You were still doing family photos.
So that was right in that time
like
of where
transition.
Yeah.
And I remember you came to me and you're like, hey, so I think I'm gonna start doing boudoir, and I'm looking for like people to take pictures of to like practice.
Yeah.
Sure.
Pulling up the Pinterest board.
The Pinterest board. I wore my own underwear. Like,
how many? I'll have to look back at the photos, but like, how many pieces were yours? And then you were like, "Here, keep them."
I don't even remember, but it's like, It's a totally different experience being here.
No air mattress,
yeah, you got a real bed.
No shit brown carpet floors.
The fake hardwood flooring.
Joyful Honda, if you're ever in Japan. Joyful Honda for the win. Like,
honestly.
Oh,
I kind of miss it.
I do too. I just want a good bowl of udon.
I want curry so bad.
Curry.
I love curry. Like, and I can make it. It's just.
It's not the same
It's
as
not the
Coco's.
same. I miss Coco's. There's a Coco's in London.
You're gonna have to go.
I'm
Is
going.
that gonna be your first stop, you guys, in process?
Number one, we get off the plane and don't even go to base, and I'm just like, okay, time for Coco's.
Yeah. No flipping couches into the hallway.
There's so much room for activities.
I still run into stuff.
Yeah.
A little less
Push
though.
your camera a little bit.
Yeah.
More places to hide it.
More things to sit it on too.
More things for me to sit on.
Yeah. Because the couch was probably about this size, but it was the black leather, very mid-century.
Was it? Did you have a futon at one point? Or is that the couch that I'm thinking of? It just
No, I did have a futon and I hated posing on it. I think it was you or Jessica.
I think I remember like posing on it.
I don't even have those images anymore.
I don't blame you. I think we did a session. I was in jeans.
Yeah, jeans and a black
bra.
But it was like
the cami bra.
Yeah, it was like Victoria's Secrets, I think.
Probably.
Hey,
you know,
we could still do jeans, but it would be different now.
We did what we needed to do.
Yeah, that tiny bedroom.
Yeah,
the start.
We learn and we grow, and you have grown so much.
I walk in here some days and I'm like, I'll be so down on myself, and I'm like, life just sucks right now. Like having a husband deployed and a school age kid that's ADHD and sensory, and going through his first deployment where he truly understands it too. It's like a whole different mental barrier, and I feel like losing dad and Josh making master, I look back and I'm like, I did this while going through some of the hardest shit in my life. Losing a parent in your 20s, don't recommend. Like losing a parent in general sucks, but losing it when you feel like you're finally getting your life together. Like I had just come back from mentorship with Cam in Dallas, Texas, and came back and started moving things around. I built this. Yeah. And I get a call. Or no, the text from Life 360 say, there's been a crash. Yeah. And calling mom. Luckily I could track her having Apple, but my dad had Android. Yeah. His phone was in the rack, and not having to call police and find him, and finding a parent.
And that's not the way that you want to get that notification either.
No. Like I had to call my aunt because I just was like, I can't find him. Yeah. So she called, and I think that killed her more. And then taking emergency leave, letting her first shirt know, and Josh coming back and having to lead his airmen while also grieving. And my dad was the one that pushed him in military life. He served the 20 years and talked openly about it. So it was one of those things where it just was like, oh shit.
Life is happening.
And somehow you just gotta pick up the pieces, and somehow out of all the grief, it became this. Hey, we're here. We're still here. There's been days where I wanted to close the doors and say I'm done, and then I walk in here and it's like a breath of fresh air. Yeah. It's ADHD, creative chaos.
Yeah. It is beautiful. I love all the little details. Like, even the areas that you don't like think of, that you've just taken the time to like really.
I got new stuff to put in here too. I got a clock to hang over the bed.
Oh yeah.
All that.
Yeah.
So, a lot's changed.
So much has changed.
Okay. After becoming a mom a third time and building a new career, what was it hard to make time for yourself?
Was it? It still is.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted all the time. Like, going from being that stay-at-home mom to...
And that's exhausting in itself.
Yeah. And, like, I love my job. I love what I do. And I love having the exhaustion from working hard and the exhaustion from going home and then working hard in a different way. But a lot of myself is put into other people, especially because my job. I have a helping job. I work in
you work in mental health.
I work in mental health. Like,
and you take. I feel like I've said this with sessions. Like, I take what they bring in, and it exhausts me. Like, I come home and I'll take a bath.
It's mentally exhausting. Like, props to the people on the flight line, because I could not do that. That is physically exhausting. I am so mentally drained at the end of the day, and then I go home and I am mom. And with Jared being gone too, like, I am mom and dad right now.
Yeah.
Like, super grateful for the support systems that I have, because I wouldn't not be able to do it without them. But
it's
like
still...
the day-to-day, just within the family unit,
it's exhausting.
It's hard to be Becca whenever I'm always mom and airman white. Like, it's not often I get to be Becca.
You got to be Becca today.
I am so happy. I feel so good.
Okay. Did today's session remind you of anything you may have forgotten about yourself?
Yeah, like, I'm hot. Like,
yes, you are.
I'm hot. I think turning 30, like, I've been having a lot of, like, I'm gonna be so candid. Like, I have had so many self-image, like, issues recently. Like, I walk into the bathroom and I get undressed out of mirror view whenever I take a shower. Like, I don't want to see it.
Stop it.
And no, but like today, like,
how many selfies did you take?
I took so many selfies.
Good.
I took so many selfies. I needed that, and I feel like it was really, like, eye-opening about how much time, like, I haven't been dedicating to myself.
And it's hard being parents and having military life, and with Jared gone, like, it, even just taking it every 3 months.
Yeah. Like, I try to do things for myself. Like, I'll go get my nails done, I'll get my hair done every once in a while, but, like, the day-to-day, like, actually putting, like, the time and, like, intention behind, like, the outfits that I'm wearing, and, like,
especially
the way
when
that
you wear a uniform.
5 days.
I can't say much. I've created my own uniform, and I like the simplicity.
Black shirt, black pants.
Yeah. But when I get out of it...
Black shirt, fun pants?
Yeah.
You do have fun pants.
Yes, fun pants. But it's one of those things that sometimes you forget, and, like, I'm in the reminder of, hey, just put on a little makeup every now and then. Like, it's summer. It's hot as balls in Arkansas.
It is so hot. It's hot in Missouri, too.
You probably
not. I haven't been outside because we got here super early in the morning, so I don't even want to know how hot it is out there right now.
Ugh, the pool will feel good afterwards.
Perfect.
But no, I get it, because I struggle with that. And, like, I went to Target this week and I was like, I bought only me stuff. Like, Junior was with me. But how many times can you say you walk into a store as a parent and you don't pick up one damn thing for your kid?
They don't even have to be with me.
Yes.
Immediately, I go into Target and I'm immediately in the little girl section.
Oh.
And the boy section. The girl section. She's...
You're mini.
Yeah.
So it's like one of those things that I've been trying to be intentional about lately, is like, even if I have Junior, just I will, but I don't know if you've seen on Instagram the memes, buy the Hot Wheel car.
Yeah.
So I do try that, but I'm like, there are days where it's just like, can it just be me, and not something for the house that I'm gonna cook or use sourdough with, not something for the studio that I'm gonna decorate. but me, my makeup, my skincare, my body wash.
New book.
I got a Kindle, so I get a new book. I get overwhelmed walking into Barnes and Nobles.
Okay, I'm gonna be so honest. I have my Kindle, and then I'll read the book, and I was like, oh, that is so good.
And then you
add to cart, and then I buy it, and then I put it on my bookshelf, and I'm like, wow, that looks so pretty.
Honestly, that's probably what I'm gonna do with this.
Yeah.
So.
I love them. They're so pretty.
Yeah, I did get brand new Harry Potter 1 through 4 from my uncle when I was home. Like, he never read them. He bought the soft cover and had the hard sitting on the shelf.
Like he gave you the hardcover ones?
Uh-huh. Brand new, untouched, 1 through 4.
I think I have the whole set hardcover, like.
Oh, 1 through 7?
Yeah. Oh, like OG covers. I spent $150, $200 on.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
And that was secondhand. Like they have been loved, which is. I love loved books, but totally derailed your conversation.
No, this is just gonna be a YouTube kind of thing. I want to sit down and chat with clients and kind of just make it real, kind of like a podcast, but without the podcast.
Oh my god, I would be so good at podcasts.
I've been told to do one, and I just I don't sit down like this. I get nervous.
There have been so many times I have low-key ADHD.
Yes.
When we were in Japan, Lydia and I, we would just go on car rides sometimes, and we would say that all the time. We were like, we should have a podcast. Why are we not recording?
Can we just we'll get a Zoom, and then just all three of us.
Lydia, where are you?
Like, just throw her in, be like that book retreat thing I sent you.
Yeah, that would be so fun.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. I think that's about 3 hours for both of you and 3 for me. We'll have to make that happen when Josh gets back. Okay. Did I ask this one? What's something you appreciate about yourself now that 5 years ago you might not have?
You didn't ask that one. I think my authenticity, like, I feel like we kind of had that conversation earlier too. It's like, I'm learning to be comfortable in like who I am, not who like everyone thinks that I should be, or like they want me to be. Like I'm relearning who I am, and I think that this process has been really beautiful for me.
And we listen to Hollywood Undead. We both.
Yeah, like, because who wouldn't?
Yeah. Bitches only know, right?
Listen.
Like, I'll come shoot a concert, Hollywood Undead. Like, give me
the way that I drive into my mental health job, listening to Bullet on full blast, and I'm like, hopefully my patients don't hear this.
That was me when Josh sewed on Master and we had his ceremony. I was so just heartbroken that my dad couldn't be here for it, being a retired Master Sergeant. Like, that was a whole thing, and I don't like going up and punching him for rank. Like, it's fun, but we didn't get to do staff. I don't remember. No, we got to do staff, but we didn't get to do tech because of COVID.
Right.
And like, I'm in this whole phase of like, it might suck that he's not here, but actually, I said this in a really good text yesterday to somebody that made tech. He said, I don't even like the ceremonies, just give me my cert and let me go home, LO. And I used to feel like that.
Yeah.
And then I said, you're only going to make the rank once. We haven't got to celebrate a lot of Josh's, and there won't be many more if he continues to rank up. So we try to be involved when we can.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's one of those things that you kind of just, it might push you out of your comfort zone, but you still do it because it's, especially with military life, you only get the rank once. How many bases do you get to go to as enlisted? It depends. Like,
some people live their whole lives, like do their entire career at one place, like, and then also, but then other people, like, you get to go so many cool places.
Yeah.
Like, enjoy the cool places because you're not gonna live there forever.
Yeah. Meet the friends, go out, take a year of you. Like,
yeah. And like, one of the best things about like making the friends is like, you get so many more places to travel. Like,
right.
What business did I have like coming to Arkansas just for like by myself? Like, obviously there's stuff to do here.
Yeah.
And I would love to visit all of the states, but it makes it more special whenever the trip is able to be to visit a friend and like reconnect with people.
I drove down to Keesler just to spend the night on my way to see my mom, to link up with somebody we were stationed at Germany with that retired out of here, and now he has a house down at Keesler, and it's like I got a bed to stay on, I get a friend to have pizza with.
For sure. And it's like now I get to travel to Arkansas. I had a good drive. I listened to an audiobook on the way here.
I saw that.
So obviously, what else would I be doing? And then I get to have a sleepover. Like, how often do you get girl sleepovers?
Oh,
not enough.
I think I've had like 4 or 5 since I've been married since 18.
Right? Like it doesn't happen.
Especially with kids.
Yeah.
And pets. Okay. If another woman is waiting until she loses the weight, has more confidence, or gets her life together first, what would you tell her first?
There's no point in waiting. Like, if I was waiting to be my perfect body, or like, I feel like I waited longer than I meant to, because we've been talking about me coming here for
2 or 3 years.
The entire time I've been in Missouri.
Yeah,
It's been 3, almost 4 years, and like I am so happy that I came now. Like, but I always feel the hottest after I see you, and I could have used that so many different times in my life. Sometimes whenever I'm feeling like low-key shit about myself, I will get the books out and I'll just like on my own just be like, all right, yeah, you look good. But now I'm gonna have updated ones with my new body, because the body that I had in Japan is not the body I have now.
Yeah.
And like learning to love yourself where you're at. You know what I mean? Like,
it really, Boudoir is about documenting who you are in that moment. Your art, but you're never gonna have that body again.
No, I'm never. Like, that was the body of someone with 2 kids. Now I have the body of someone who's not only 2 kids, 24.
Yeah.
I was 24. And so like now I have my 30-year-old, a mom of 3, works full time. Like, I am bigger than I was, but I am strong.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone struggles to love themselves every single day. And like after, like right now, I love myself.
Good. You should. I know. We're all our own worst critics.
So cheesy.
I know.
I'm cheesy. I'm sorry, but no, like like honestly though.
Yeah. No, I get it, because like I told you how I was like I wore a different tank top and I could see my C-section like pimples. And I only had 1 kid, but I have health problems and like.
But like, you only get 1 body. So
document it through the stages.
Yeah, and like love yourself through all the stages, because I'm gonna get bigger within my life. Maybe I'll get smaller within my life. Like, I'm in the gym, I'm gonna get stronger, but like loving yourself through all of the stages. Like, you don't have to wait.
Yes.
You don't have to wait to love yourself.
And maybe it'll just help you love yourself a little bit more and be a little gentler on yourself.
Yeah.
Because we're not gentle. Look at how society made our generation.
I try to be gentle. I'm gentle with my friends. I'm gentle
be
with
gentle
my
with
kids.
yourself.
I'm gentle with everybody. I'm gentle with my patients, my kids, my friends, my family. But yeah, taking the time to be gentle with yourself.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think it's a lesson we're always learning. Okay, last question. If you could go back and talk to the woman who did her first boudoir session 5 years ago in Japan, what would you tell her?
That's a good question. My knee-jerk reaction is it gets better. I feel like being young with the 2 kids and like being far away from home, growing, like getting older always seems so scary.
It's not as scary.
And it's not scary. Like, I think the last 6 months of being 29, I was like, ugh. Because I was still like I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to tell people I'm 30. But like, I've been there for a good like 6 months now, coming up, and like, okay, like this is it. This is my decade.
And it doesn't have to be perfect all the time.
It doesn't, and it's not. I'm not gonna say that it's like sunshine and rainbows 100% of the time, but like I learned so much through my 20s, and like I think the first session I did, like I was really I know I was in my head, because like who wouldn't be in their head the first time they do something like that? But like coming in now and knowing what I know about myself, and like being able to allow myself to be comfortable in this space and like just walk around in my underwear. Like, how often do you walk around your house in your underwear?
Not often enough. That's something that I kind of implemented as I got closer to 30s. I was excited for my 30s. Josh turns 30 10 months before me.
Yeah.
So watching the man get pneumonia on his 30th birthday.
Ooh.
And
what a birthday.
Find out he made master right before we did my dad's funeral in New York.
Yeah.
I kind of was like, fuck, I'm going to be 30 and I'm tired of living in my shell. I'm tired of letting people, because I'm a huge advocate for PTSD and mental health with military. Like I've seen it affect, my papa was a Vietnam veteran, and he will never admit that he has PTSD from being shot down twice. But I know he does, and I know as he gets older and he could get dementia or Alzheimer's, he could get to the point where those come up. Yeah. So I'm always like, family, hey, watch for this, watch for that. But I've also kind of, hey, it's okay to wear the fun pants to an enlistment party, or go to base in a band tee. Like, I was so much, my dad was very much a person that was like, dress your husband's rank. What does dressing your husband's rank mean? Just because you're a master doesn't mean you need to go out and spend $100 on clothes. Hell, I switched Josh from $25 Under Armour shirts to $8 cotton shirts for cleanliness. To get, like, dressing your most confident self should matter more than what you spend, what you make, what rank your spouse is.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm not knocking the way he said it, because I know he had good intentions of teaching me that it's okay to be myself, but also, like, you should, like, I don't want to wear a crop top when I walk into a front of a commander, like.
Right, like, time and place.
Yeah.
But, like, also having your own personality in all of your areas, and not having to hide yourself just because your husband's master.
I want to feel like the person that people can walk up into and be like, hey, how did you get through this? Like, here's what I did. Here's the resources.
Yeah. Sharing,
because, like, military life is all I know. My dad is retired. So it's like, I don't understand. Josh and I will say we feel out of place when we go to concerts. Like, we feel it in the music, but, you know, you can see the military.
Yeah.
Like, we stand out. And it's not anything wrong, but it's kind of like...
The men more than the women standing out.
Yeah. The buzz cuts.
Yeah.
The fades.
Those fades.
The weird mustache.
Like my tiny little mustache.
Josh doesn't grow one, like it prickles. But it's like being proud of my husband doesn't need to define me, but I want to show up and show spouses that you don't need to be this perfect person all the time.
Yeah.
And you can run a successful business and be mom and go through shit. And
you can be a human.
Yeah.
You're a human. You're allowed to be that.
But it took me a long time to feel that way. And then listening to other people say, you shouldn't have your studio this way. You shouldn't dress like that. Like, bitch.
Says who?
This is my place. Do you pay my rent? Do you pay my bills?
Right.
No. I pay my bills.
Yeah.
So.
This is your space. Why would it not be how you want it? Right?
Yeah.
Like,
people told me this is too much before. You wouldn't love this because I like minimalist at home. Kind of like I told you, like my studio is my ADHD creative chaos.
Yeah.
And my home is my minimalist calm ADHD.
Yeah. It's like you get to like have a safe, clean area to relax to, but also express yourself in every way that you've ever imagined.
And I get it.
There's so many different versions of you in here too. Like you can see so many different.
And I still have stuff from Japan.
Views. There's just growth. Mm-hmm. It's growth and authentic, and it's you, but it's universally you. That anyone can come in here and be like, I love this. Like, this works for me. And there's so many different like areas too that like, if I don't like the bed, I don't have to use it.
Yep.
Like, I don't want books in my shoe. Okay, we're gonna shoot over here then.
I'm a little offended if you don't want books in your shoe, though.
Honestly, I only said that because I was looking at the books. Like me, I could never. But
me either.
Like I don't want to get wet. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, you
don't get wet.
You don't want to shoot naked in front of the 69 VW bus?
Then don't. Like,
yeah.
We have options. Like, and I think that's where like the biggest growth is that like you're able to have those options now.
And I got the lingerie from conservative to let's show everything.
Yeah, like, and I think I wore all of those different pieces too. Like, I was in like just nipple covers and a chain.
Which we never did before.
And I would have never felt comfortable doing that because in the very beginning, like, I was very conservative about the pieces that I put on.
I think you even wore out some long sleeves back then too.
Probably. Like, like stomach covering, like long line, boy short underwear. Like, I was not confident. Like, I was hot. I'm still hot, but like the confidence that I have, that's one of the biggest things that have changed. Probably since I joined the military, honestly, is like the way I hold myself is different.
Oh yeah, I've noticed it in your posts.
Yeah. Like but the pieces. It's that ADHD variant, you know. Yeah, I wore just literally like nipple covers and a chain, and then I also wore the red just like full body situation, like stomach covering. There's just so many different options, and they're all so beautiful. And I love looking at all of the different outfits, like through your posts and stuff. Like, I cheer you on, like every day I see you post something, I'm just like, yes, love it. I can't wait, because I knew I was gonna be here eventually.
Now we gotta get Lydia down here.
Lydia, where you at? Oh, I miss her.
I do too. Let's go get some Taco Bell.
I love Taco Bell.
Yes.